What's going on, guys? Your boy Amazing here, back with another video, and in today's video guys, we're going over some efficient farming tips that you guys might not know for Grand Cross, and we're going to be covering a bunch of different things that you would be farming in the game, guys. We're going to be covering free stages, we're going to be covering the attribute dungeons, and then also the time limit dungeons as well, and we'll talk about exactly what I like to do when farming each of them. So if you guys enjoy videos like this, man, definitely make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. I appreciate all the support on the channel as of late, and if you guys didn't know, we are on the road to that 50,000 subscribers, closing in on that 47k, guys. So definitely make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. And with that out of the way, man, let's talk about the teams that I like to use on specific things in the game and the way that I like to do efficient farming through that. So I actually did a bunch of teams right here, guys, I actually named, and I'll explain exactly why I'm running these specific teams for each of the dungeons, and also explain like the use case for them and how good they can actually be. So the team that we got right here is going to be my free stage team. So this is with LR Lost Vein. Now the reason why LR Lost Vein, in my opinion, is the best free stage farmer is because he has very quick animations with this AoE skill right here, guys. And you might think like, oh, amazing, Lost Vein has a single target skill though, is that not good for farming? And that's true. The thing is with farming though, and specifically with Lost Vein, is that debuff attack skills, and this is with LR Lost Vein, right? Not the regular Lost Vein, but the debuff attack skills, because this does become infect after becoming LR. This is actually going to do a very good chunk of damage, and also the AI will prioritize this card over using the non-debuff skill. So we'll actually hop into your free stage here, guys, and I'll show you as an example. And another thing too to mention as well before we hop into the free stage is the reason why I'm running Lost Vein in this manner, where we have no artifact card support, we have no backline, we have no extra characters as well, is because it's going to be very fast as well, guys. And one more thing to mention too is you want to actually take off the Holy Relic, because the Holy Relic is gonna, you know, pop up like when loading into the fight, and it's gonna say like, oh, Holy Relic active. And that actually does waste time when farming free stage. So I actually do highly recommend that you guys just disregard that completely and just run Lost Vein as just base LR. You don't have to run a link on him, you don't have to run a Holy Relic, no backline, no artifact card support. Alright guys, so we're going to do an example free stage here, so let's actually go to the attack one, and I'll actually show you guys exactly how the team works. So we load into, let's go to the Fountain of Eternity right here, yep, and we'll do the hard one, why not? Usually I like to run this on pretty much any free stage. You can do it for, you know, free stages if you're farming food, you can do it for if you're farming gear, either or, guys, is going to be the way to go. Make sure that your Lost Vein is also on attack crit damage. That is another thing to definitely bear in mind. And you can also just put artifact card support in terms of just random cards, guys. You can do this is fine, as long as you don't have a set bonus. That is something to definitely take into account, right? Because if you have a set bonus, then it's gonna make like when you go into the fight, it's gonna say like, oh, artifact support. So you don't want to have that like actual set bonus, but feel free to just rock it like this and you'll be completely fine. And as long as you're able to out CC the fight, guys, you'll be good, and this will be the team to run. So let's just do a run right here. I'm going to show you guys an example, and you'll just see exactly how fast this is. I'm going to put it on auto, and you just kind of watch and see, right? This is, in my opinion, the fastest like team for free stage farming, just because of how quick it is. I mean, look how fast this is going to go, guys. We instantly load into the fight. Lost Vein AoE, look how fast the animation is as well, man. That's the key with this, is that Lost Vein's animations are very quick, and you don't really have to, you know, wait like a super long amount of time. You see how the AI also prioritizes the rank 1 even over the rank 3 single target. That is very important. And then even with Lost Vein's ultimate, it's an AoE ultimate, so even though the ultimate is a priority over the AoE skill, it's always going to prioritize the ultimate. And because you have cards in your hand, easy one shot. And look how fast that was, guys. That was probably less than a minute. That was easily like 30 seconds tops, right? That's a really good run right there. So that's just an example of my free stage team, guys, and you know, I highly recommend giving Lost Vein a try. A lot of people don't know how good he can actually be on free stage, but that is just a really good example right there. You know, you just go in the fight really fast, and you do so much damage that you're really not gonna have any issues. And yeah, it's just very quick. Alright guys, now moving on to the other dungeons right here. So this is going to cover the gold evolution dungeon and also the enhanced dungeon. Now this is very important, guys. The gold dungeon though is going to be able to be farmed any day of the week. So feel free to farm gold dungeon any day of the week. That's something that I have to make note, because a lot of people think that, oh amazing, when is there going to be half stamina gold? It actually is forever half stamina now, guys, and they never cut it you know, half stamina again. They always just leave it at 30 stamina for the highest difficulty, 24 for the second highest difficulty, and that's always how how it's going to be from now on. So feel free to farm it whenever you feel like you need to. Now, in terms of the gold farming team that I got here, guys, it's a little bit expensive, yes, but we are rocking LR Margaret, we are rocking Chad King, and then we have Sobnak, and then not LR Liz, we have Dana for Liz, sorry. She is the backline right here, and the reason why we're rocking this team specifically is because pretty much everyone on the team has an AoE skill. None of the skills on this team, guys, are single target. Yeah, we're really only running AoE skills here, and that's going to be a big benefit for the team, because that means that majority of the time, the AI is going to be clicking all the AoE skills, unless you get like a Margaret ult. I think that's the only time that this could mess up, but other than that, I mean, this is going to be completely fine, and you'll be able to run this team with very little issue. Data for Liz in the backline is really good because her Holy Relic actually does apply 50% attack percent increase, right? And that's going to be really good. It's just for 3 turns, but the 3 turns is going to be all you need anyway when you're farming these gold dungeons, these, you know, enhanced dungeons, any of these dungeons that you're farming, guys, that you're easily going to clear within the 3 turns anyway with this team. So yeah, that's why I like to recommend that setup, and you know, you'll be good to go. So let's actually hop into a gold stage here, guys. We'll do the hardest one, and I'll show you guys the team. Alright, guys, so again, for the team right here, we got this setup. For the artifact card support, feel free to put on the, I think it's the fairy one, right? When you have debuffs on the enemy. Let me actually see right here. Awesome Spring. This one's really good. It increases attack by 5%, and for each debuff applied to enemies, basic stats by 2% if there's a fairy ally currently participating in the battle, and you can get up to 12% basic stats. This is actually a very good card set. Feel free to rock this. You can either rock this, or you can just rock, you know, attack card support, which I have set right now. Auto set to attack, and that's just kind of what I got right now. But feel free to run whatever, guys. But yeah, let's hop in and I'll show you guys this team right here. So yeah, I mean, this team on auto is going to be very good too. The idea is, though, guys, is that we only have AoE skills, so we're only going to be AoEing, and that's the whole idea with farming. And a majority of your farming is going to be a lot of AoE skills. So I'm just going to let it auto here, and you guys will see. The AI is always going to prioritize a Margaret card off the rip, because they always prioritize his debuffs, right? So it's going to do the AoE right there. Margaret's going to one bang, boom. We move on to the next, phase right there, and we still have these Sobnak cards, even though we use them. It's going to top deck us some more cards, and we're just going to auto-click. It's just going to go, right? Yeah, just a very nice team for farming, guys. You really have no issues with this team. You know, it's just going to go through, just spam all the AoEs. By the time you get on the final phase, you might have like an ultimate on Sobnak, you might have an ultimate on King. If you get an ultimate on Margaret, that can definitely slow down your runs. But other than that, I mean, this is going to be a very, very good team, guys. So you'll see here, the AI is going to go for these skills. And that's all we're really going to need to do, and it's going to finish it off. So we do the Margaret skill right there. We're going to do the Chad King attack right there, which is going to do a good chunk of damage. And then Sobnak here is going to finish it off, so she's going to do her AoE, boom, boom, boom. And there you go, guys. So yeah, just a very seamless, clear, triple AoE across the board, and you're always going to guarantee 3-turn with this. And if you're not able to 3-turn on this difficulty, that's completely fine. Take this team and go to the next highest level difficulty, because sometimes I know that this one right here can be a little bit hard to do, because this is the one they added most recently, right? This enemy is still kind of tanky to do. So I would still probably say, like, if you're struggling with this to get the 3-turn, feel free to do this one at a 3-turn right here, because the 24 stamina one, it is a little bit less gold overall, guys, but you still are going to be getting very, very good clears, and it's going to be pretty much a 3-turn clear every single time you go through. Alright, guys, now moving on to the Anvil dungeon and the SA coin dungeon. Now, I'm going to use a key for both the Anvil dungeon and the SA coin just to show you guys exactly the type of teams you're going to be rocking. So we'll do the SA coin one first, since I gotta, farm it out. It's only going to be, what, like, I forget exactly how long they give you. I think it's like 30 minutes, right? It's not a long time. Yeah, 30 minutes, and you got to get 12 runs in. So I'm going to click on this, and I'm going to show you guys the team, and we're just going to hop in, and we'll do it. And then we'll do the Anvil dungeon. So for the SA coin dungeon, guys, we are rocking the green regular Arthur, we got blue Roxy, we got UR Ascanor, and then we got Dana for Liz. And the idea is here, guys, is that we got, a bunch of extra damage from Roxy. We're running a full human team as well, and we're gonna get a really big amount of buffs. And for the artifact card support, we are rocking the increased allies attack percent for each applicable ally on the battlefield, and that's gonna be humans or unknown, and we only have 3 humans on the field, so we're getting 9% attack. And yeah, I mean, feel free to run like food if you want. I'm gonna make sure that Roxy's on attack crit as well. well. But this one you are gonna have to manually do though, guys. That is one thing I will preface with this team, is that it's not a auto team. It is a manual team that you will have to do. So let's hop in and I'll show you guys just kind of a demo of how the team goes, and then we'll move on to the anvil dungeon as well. So this could be, oh, you know what, actually I did not think of that. We might have to switch off of UR Escanor to the regular ultimate Escanor. Actually, I'm gonna try after this, because I completely forgot about the entrance animation. But what you do right here, guys, is just AoE, 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 and you're gonna be good to go with just the double AoE or even the triple AoE right there. You're gonna kill. Roxy's gonna do an absurd amount of damage here, right? Like, look at that. Like, she honestly just kills right there. You don't even need that extra skill. We do get a box drop, so we can let this run rock. That's what you want to do, guys, as well. Like, if you don't get a box drop on that first clear, then you're gonna reset and retry again. But right here, guys, is just gonna be single targets galore. So you're just gonna grab all your single targets, and whichever ones you top deck as well, you're just gonna use. And with that, you're gonna be able to finish this guy off. Very, very easy, guys. So I'll show you a run as well with the other Escanor. We'll do the light ultimate Escanor, because he doesn't have the entrance animation, so he's not gonna waste a ton of time. That's a really good box drop, by the way. Look at that. We got a gold box drop and a silver box drop right there, guys. That's good. So let's do another run. This time I'm going to bring the light Escanor, because I actually made a mistake. I completely forgot about the entrance animation right there. So let me actually put on the light Escanor, and he'll do like pretty much the exact same thing, guys. You shouldn't have too many issues running this Escanor right here. He also does additional damage as well, just like this Escanor too. So it's going to be just a perfect replacement anyway, and we shouldn't have too many issues in this fight. So let's actually put the gear on my Escanor, and let's hop back in. We'll do one more run, and then I'll show you guys a run on the anvil dungeon, and then we'll finish out the video. So yeah, just a bunch of different teams, guys, that you can use for your farming, and I think this video is going to be pretty helpful for the majority of you guys that are trying to do, you know, some end game farming, either free stage farming. You know, you got your anvil dungeon, your SA coin, you got your gold stages, right? Those are all going to be very, very important. So let's do that, let's do that, let's do that. Triple AoE regardless. Just making sure you do the Arthur one first, into the Roxy one, and then the Escanor last, and you should be good to go, guys. So yeah, my Roxy barely kills there, so you might not get a kill. So right there, guys, by the way, since it is SA coin dungeon, you would want to reset, but I'm gonna let it rock just to show you guys that we do get the clear right here. So yeah, what we'll do is we'll just yeah, we'll do the single targets. So now we do single target Escanor, we do Roxy, we do Escanor again, and that's gonna be the clear right there, guys. And I'll forfeit right before we get this, just so I don't waste a run. But you guys can see it is obviously gonna get the clear, so I'm gonna forfeit right there just so we don't get the clear, because I did not get a box drop right there. It's a waste of SA coin dungeon. But yeah, so that's gonna be the SA coin dungeon, guys. Let's move on now to the anvil dungeon, and for the anvil dungeon, in terms of what you're gonna rock for this, it's just gonna be the gold team right here, and Danafor lives back, the exact same team you run for this. I like to run triple AoE on this, because you really will be able to kill with a triple AoE setup. You can either auto it, you can manual it, it's up to you. I am gonna let it auto for this run, but I'll show you guys what the clear actually looks like real quick. And then we'll wrap up the video, because I do have to do that SA coin dungeon, because we've got another like 25 minutes, guys. So yeah, what we'll do is we'll let it auto, and I'll just kind of show you guys how it goes on the anvil dungeon. Anvil dungeon is usually there for a day, so we don't have to worry about it too much. We'll just let it rock. I can do my essay right after this, like for after I'm done the recording, but we do have to finish out this right here. So you can see Sabnak obviously does her thing. You know, box drops on this don't matter, guys, by the way. For anvil dungeon, don't worry about box drops on this. You're gonna get a fairly good average overall. You could probably try box drop, like farming it, but like, you know, it's just doing too much. I really don't think you need to do that. But yeah, guys, we're gonna be easily able to clear here. Look how much damage Margaret does on one AoE right there, and then King's obviously gonna do his, and yeah, I mean, that's just an absurd amount of damage. So yeah, really, really good teams right there, guys, for all your general farming that you need to do. I hope this video is helpful and you guys learned something in terms of the team comps and the strategies for them. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video. That's gonna be it, and I'm gonna see you guys on the next one, man. Peace out. I gotta finish out my essay dungeon before it disappears, guys. So that's gonna be it, and we'll see you guys on the next one, man. Peace out. Have a good rest of your day, guys. See you later, man.